Hey everyone, so I'm just going to show you all really quick how I found cases for negligence and assault and battery in Tennessee. So literally all I did was go to Westlaw, type in negligence case. Sorry, my Wi-Fi is kind of slow. And then mine is the first one that pulls up, Rains versus Bend of the River. In this case is about a lawsuit that stemmed from the parents of underage buyer of ammunition who committed suicide using handgun. They brought action against the seller of that ammunition. So we know that this is published because it's in the 3rd edition of the Southwestern Reporter, and it is a Court of Appeals of Tennessee case. And the causes of action are found a little further down in the case. So it says here, in Tennessee, the common law standard of conduct to which a person must conform to being negligent is the familiar reasonable person under similar circumstances standard. As a general matter, this standard requires a person to exercise reasonable care under the circumstances to refrain from conduct that could foreseeably injure others. This also says, however, the common law is not the only source of legal duties or standards of conduct in negligent cases. In addition to the general duty to act reasonably to avoid harming others, more specific duties governing particular situations and relationships may be imposed by the General Assembly. So those are the causes of action for negligence cases in Tennessee. And then next, I researched an assault and battery case. So literally all I did was assault and battery civil. And again, it's in Tennessee. And again, my Wi-Fi is slow. All right, so mine is the second one that pulls up, Hensley versus Scawkin. And this is a medical case, so the patient brought medical battery action against the anesthesiologist because she claimed that he put a tube in her throat without her consent. And so you can find the causes of action right here. As noted by the trial court, the Tennessee Supreme Court articulated in 356 Blanchard the test to determine whether a cause of action is for medical battery or for lack of informed consent. If the patient knew the procedure would be performed and authorized the procedure, but was not made aware of the inherent risk of the procedure, then the claim is for lack of informed consent. Expert testimony is normally required for a claim of lack of informed consent. In contrast, if the patient did not know that the procedure was going to be performed, or if the patient did not authorize the performance of the procedure, then the claim is for medical battery. For medical battery, the plaintiff is not required to provide expert medical testimony because the patient's knowledge and awareness is the focus in such a claim. And then this case, we know it's published because it's in the 3rd edition of the Southwest Reporter, and it's in Court of Appeals of Tennessee case. Thank you all for listening.